Hello, my name is Keegan Robinson. I study chemical engineering here at the University of Toledo. I'm currently a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Wing Soon. I'm an international student from Malaysia. I'm currently a junior in chemical engineering.
Hello, I'm Gino Menard. I'm a mechanical engineer here at the University of Toledo in my junior year.
Hello, my name is Amanda Keener. I'm a fifth-year student in the Construction Engineering Technology program. I came to the University of Toledo for the co-op programs. When I was in high school, I actually was in an engineering program called Project Lead the Way. It was a four-year program throughout high school. So I knew that when I wanted to go to college, I wanted to be in engineering. When I was looking around, I saw that Toledo had a co-op program, and I was very intrigued in it. And then when I actually came to college, I was wanting to do civil engineering, but I looked at all the opportunities and I thought that construction was much more along the way of what I wanted to do. So I am actually in construction engineering technology, which the technology courses you actually do not have to do the co-op program. But the reason that I came to Toledo was to do that co-op. So I actually did opt into the co-op program.
Hey everyone, my name is Lisa Kaiser. I'm a senior bioengineering major from Chelsea, Michigan, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my co-ops today. So I did 2 rotations with the Nisha Medical Technologies group, as well as right now I'm on co-op with the Toledo Refining Company.
As an engineering major here at the university, we are offered different plans of study which involve co-ops. These co-ops built into our plans of study help us get real-life experience before we graduate.
One really cool part of professional development for me was the mock interview program, where they would give you a prompt and you would record yourself with your response to the question. And this was really helpful because for Johnson & Johnson, that's actually how our first round of interviews went. They gave you a prompt and you had 2 opportunities to record your response, and then it was submitted. So that is a really uncomfortable, awkward kind of setting to have an interview because you're talking to yourself, like you're looking at your reflection. But because I had the mock interview experience, it really didn't feel as weird for me.
Before your first co-op, you take a course called Professional Development. This course helps you build your professional skills in a school environment that you're used to before trying to use them to get into a real life working position. Through this course, we build a resume, practice interviews, learn key professional skills that we will need to secure or work in a position in the real working world.
So I got my position by having my co-op director actually forward my resume along to the recruiting manager at Nisha Medical Technologies, which landed me a virtual interview, which turned into a facility tour where I had an on-site visit and I interviewed with their director of operations as well as their engineering manager. And after I got to see the machine shop and everything, they ended up giving me a job offer.
Um, I got a co-op through the help of my co-op director at
I just co-opted at the Toledo Refining Company, and I secured that job uh, through a networking opportunity that we hold here at the University of Toledo called the Career Fair, and that's a really good opportunity for anybody to get a job, whether it be post graduation or your internships.
So it was really exciting for me to get to move away for this co-op. It was located in Norwalk, Ohio, which is about an hour and a half east of here. And they actually gave a housing stipend to help me get everything moved over there. And there was another student on co-op there that had an apartment. So I actually just kind of borrowed the apartment from her. So we took it back and forth. And I got to really experience moving away, living on my own for the first time, and with no roommates, getting to check out the area, travel up to Sandusky when I wanted to, and meet a lot of people there.
I secured a co-op with Boston Scientific this previous semester. For this co-op, I moved out of state, and while on the job, a couple things I did. I worked as a manufacturing engineer, and I worked with the production line, making medical devices. Um, this was a great opportunity to learn the functions of a real working experience. I worked with a cross-functional team, calculated data points for our device and reported it. I worked with yield capacity improvement projects, working to increase the output of our device through the production line.
They're at Phoenix Technology, and it was a really fun and innovative experience that I had there. They had me testing for pH for the neutralization tank. They had me testing for the products and getting the LBA values in the plastic flakes. Allowed me to do some have fun with some chemicals, mixing the detergent, the percentage of the detergent and the soap, and the acid and the alkaline. I had a lot of fun time, working with the lab technicians, stirring, sitting there, and then waiting for the results, jotting it down. I also had fun in many different projects, such as the installation of the dryer, the installation of the screw presses that I had helped to collaborate with multiple different engineers, some from my Taiwanese counterpart and some from my American counterpart. And we worked together in sort of a cohesive way and then to achieve a common goal. And in the end, it was a really fun experience for me, and I hope.
So I'm actually at the Douglas Company. This is my 4th co-op rotation. My first co-op rotation I did in operations. The last 3 I've done have been in estimating. I actually have fallen in love with estimating, and I actually would not have known that I loved estimating unless I had done the co-op program and had been out there and doing that experiences and seeing what was actually happening out in the field.
And basically, what I did there was I was a fixed equipment reliability engineer, and I fixed pipe systems that were just around the refinery that either needed to be designed differently or eliminate safety issues.
Which has given me so many opportunities. I'm able to go to the career fair before I graduate. I am going to do those on-job site experiences.
I'm going to First Solar in the fall, and I secured this by reaching out personally to a contact I kept from last year when I was going through the interviewing process. I think that's a really good way to kind of make that personal connection with a recruiter and just put yourself apart from other candidates.
Right, so I'm also the president of the University of Toledo Engineering Council, and this has been by far the coolest experience of my college career because not only has it given me invaluable leadership experience, but also I've met my best friends through this organization, and it has helped me develop an alumni network where it has actually helped me get interviews and more involved in my career. So it was really cool to get to be right on campus, step right into a leadership position. I'm also a member of the Roy and Marcia Arms Engineering Leadership Institute, which focuses on giving a small cohort of students engineering skills that they'll need to apply in the industry. And I really love this organization because it gives you unique experiences in leadership with industry leaders. And we also just recently traveled to Europe for a sustainability trip where we got to go to Austria, Slovenia, and Italy. And we didn't have to pay the full cost of traveling. But what was really cool was it was designed towards us learning about sustainability, seeing what Europe does versus what the United States does. And so I was really honored to get to be a part of that experience.
When I came to college, I wanted to be very involved, so I'm actually involved in quite a few different things on campus. I'm in my sorority Pi Beta Phi. I'm actually on Panhell Exec. I'm vice president of recruitment. I also am in Engineering Leadership Institution, which is also known as ELI. I am working with the CET department. I'm an advertising assistant. I help run the Instagram, the LinkedIn, and the Facebook. I also am part of OCA, which is Ohio Contractors Association, and every year we go to Columbus and compete in an estimating competition. Some things on why I am involved on campus. It's just such a great opportunity. You meet so many different people and you open up your horizon for any opportunity that you would like to get. For example, the OCA, we go and we actually train with professionals. So I've actually trained with Miller Brothers and I've trained with ES Wagner, which I would have never met those companies if I didn't do the OCA estimating competition. It also is in roadway construction, where I typically am in commercial, residential building construction. So it's another side of construction that I'm able to learn. Other opportunities that I'm allowed to do with my vice president of recruitment, I communicate a lot with the recruitment counselors that are under me. So I'm able to have those communication skills at a younger age than if I didn't get involved.
Another thing is to get involved around campus. I'm involved in a engineering leadership institute, and we just went to Europe and learned about sustainability as well as networked with different companies over there. And I'm also involved in a fraternity around campus called Phi Kappa Psi, and through that I've networked, gotten different job offers from alumni that work there, or even just making new friends and getting social, getting into friend groups that we have similar classes and just helping each other out.
Another big part of securing a co-op is student organizations. I myself am a part of NSBE, or National Society of Black Engineers, and HE, American Institute of Chemical Engineers. These two organizations helped me with networking and resume building. And of course, just look good on a resume. If you can keep your grades up and participate in events and actively be a member of student organizations, that's always a great thing for a resume, especially as a freshman without much work experience prior. These are good opportunities to work with people who have worked in the real world and get your name out there.
TOL!
EDO, go Rockets!
I hope you take full advantage of the U Toledo experience and go Rockets!